Now joined by Row Sterne of the men's cross country team and one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Row, this past Saturday, finished 6th place at the ODAC Cross Country Championships to earn first team all-conference honors. Just take us through the race, kind of what you see out there and kind of how you were able to string together a very solid race from start to finish.
Yeah, so the race went well. The plan was to really be aggressive from the gun, and ended up the first quarter mile or so was really kind of taking the race, leading the race with two other Lynchburg guys, and my teammate Charles Sharp was up there at the beginning. Very hilly first mile, so really just plan was to stay relaxed, and I wasn't expecting myself to be up at the front, but that's how it ended up, and I just told myself, you belong here, and just kind of stayed relaxed, and took the race from there, and about at the 5K, those two Lynchburg guys kind of took the race, and just tried to hold my own throughout, and ended up getting 6th place, so can't complain.
How much of an advantage was it having raced there a couple times already this year, knowing the course and knowing where some points to really attack and use that to your advantage?
Oh, for sure. And also I'd raced there last year, so knowing the course going into a race is a huge advantage, especially when especially technical course like Kernstown, where there's a lot of hills and things like that. So definitely when you're kind of thinking about the race plan with the coach and teammates before the race, kind of visualizing when you're going to make your moves is huge. So that was definitely a big advantage. And like you said, other teams possibly hadn't seen the course. So knowing that we had that advantage going in was great. And definitely wanted to use that to our advantage, kind of knowing the ins and outs of the course and where we could make our moves and where we could really show our strengths.
2nd place as a team at the conference championship. What can you take from this week as a group and apply it to the regional meet in just a week and a half?
Runner-up against Lynchburg. Lynchburg is a very strong, talented team. They ran really well as a team. I think we've been running well as a team this season, but I think there are obviously a lot of things to improve on going into the regional race. I think we can, as a whole, be a little more aggressive from the gun and really put ourselves up there in a place to succeed. But 2nd place to a very strong Lynchburg team is nothing to hang our heads about. And but again, I think we've done a lot of things well this season, but I think there are a lot of things to improve upon, like being more aggressive from the gun and really putting ourselves up there in a position to succeed in these championship races.
This being your 2nd collegiate cross-country season, you've seen a big jump in your times this year, basically 2 minutes on average across your 8K pace from last year to this year. What can you attest that positive momentum from, and how big is that as a confidence booster every time you get out there to the starting line being like, hey, I know I can hang with these top guys?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a big confidence boost. Now when you get on the line, having some quicker times, definitely you tell yourself you do belong and you can really believe it. But yeah, freshman year, it was a great year. There's a lot going on, and then this year I definitely focused up a little more, and definitely committed to my goals athletically a little more. So freshman year was great, but obviously running better this year. But yeah, I can attest that to just having great teammates, having a great coach pushing me along, and can't take a lot of credit for that. But yeah, it's been a great year, having a lot of fun, looking forward to the future.
Up next, the NCAA South Regional on Saturday, November 12th over in Newport News, a place that you've already run at earlier this year as well. Got to see the course. How can you take advantage of that and help your team try and qualify for nationals?
For sure. Like you said, the goal this whole year has been to qualify for the national meet, something this program has done since 2016. So we have a really good shot. We're right on the line. So big performance team-wise at the regional meet is really going to help us and hopefully get that done. But so we've been to the regional course, Christopher Newport. Very quick course. There's a lot of talented guys, talented teams in there. So it's going to get out quick. It's going to be fast. So I'm just going to, like the conference meet, just kind of be aggressive, tell myself I belong there, and just try to hold on. And goal-wise, I would say I would like to be all region, and then I have some other teammates in that all region as well. But obviously, main thing is to improve upon conference, mix it up with the top guys as a team a little more at the region meet, and hopefully we'll be on the starting line in Michigan.
He's Row Sterne of the men's cross-country team and one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Row, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Carolyn Todd of the women's cross-country team. Carolyn, 6th place on Saturday at the ODAC Championships to finish first team all-conference for a second consecutive year. Just take us through the race on Saturday.
Yeah, Lynchburg kind of went out really fast, and our top four tried to stick together as much as we could, push each other. Elise and Kristen did a really good job of pushing me, so it was great to have them, and we all just kind of worked together the entire race.
As a team, a runner-up finish. What'd you like most out of your team's performance, and kind of what can you take from that to apply as the season continues to go along?
Yeah, we were a little upset with the result, but when we actually broke down what happened, almost everyone either ran their second fastest time ever or their fastest time ever. So especially on such a challenging course, it was really exciting for us, and I think we can use that as motivation to go into our next race. And we're looking forward to regionals. Especially
the course, something that you guys have gotten to race on, not only earlier this year, but also in the past couple of years. How much of an advantage was that, knowing where there are spots to take advantage of, hey, there's a hill coming up here, we can really utilize this to work together and really see the results?
Well, I think it was great for everyone that raced. A few of us didn't race. I personally didn't race that week, but Coach Mike actually videotaped the entire course, and we used that for a lot of mental imagery going into the race, so I think that was really helpful. I personally like to know every inch of the course going into a race, so we really liked kind of knowing every hill that was ahead and knowing what we had to do when we got to it, so it was great.
After the race, you were awarded the Virginia Farm Bureau Scholar Athlete of the Year for women's cross country in the conference. What does it mean to get some recognition for what you do in the classroom as well?
Yeah, it was really exciting. I was surprised, but I'm really grateful, and it was exciting to have Josh Fingerhut there beside me as well, so I'm very grateful.
Up next is the NCAA South Regional in a week and a half time. How are you preparing for regionals, and how are you trying to take what happened on Saturday, bottle it up, and also use it as motivation to try and qualify for nationals as well?
Yeah, we're just trying to train really smart. I personally am not feeling great, so I'm taking it easy this week, but the rest of our team is working harder than ever so that we can kind of get there next week and be where we want to be. So just being very intentional, doing everything that we can to be at our best.
She's Carolyn Todd of the women's cross country team and one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Carolyn, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck.
Thank you.